Margavan Melanin. So let's talk about the heart chakra. I am so excited to do this video because as I am realizing that the world is really opening up into the fourth dimension in terms of the way that people are thinking and they are acting towards one another. We of course still have people that are still in the lower chakras and lower dimensions of ego, but a lot of people are actually opening up into the heart chakra. So this is fourth dimension. And the heart chakra is actually known as the Anahata in Sanskrit. So through the Vedas text, it is Anahata, and it means, in English, it means unhurt, or untrue, and unbeaten, which I think is amazing because it really truly symbolizes the bridge away from the ego emotional side, and then you become really stronger in that spiritual connection, which is the heart chakra. In Sanskrit, it actually means pure. The other thing to know about it is that it is located right behind the heart on the subtle spine. So once again, we're talking about the subtle spine, the emotional consciousness part of your body, not necessarily the physical body, but it is located behind the heart. And when that space opens up, that really provides that ability to have your heart truly open up and have empathy and compassion and forgiveness and all of these things that really truly help to eliminate a lot of your fears, a lot of your past regrets, and a lot of the harboring of resentment and anger towards others. When your heart chakra opens and those wheels of energy really start to spin in that area, that is going to allow the Kundalini energy to rise. And when it rises up in that area, that is when you get this heart chakra opening, and it is just an amazing experience. I talked about it a little bit on my 11 signs, where you may just have one type of moment where it just explodes open and you just start crying, and you have an amazing experience of just love pouring forth from everywhere, and it's just a divine experience. One thing to know about this area is that it is symbolized by the 12 petals, and I thought this was really interesting, especially in the time that we are entering into, where it represents the divine feminine and the masculine actually meeting up and balancing within. So that is what we are seeing in the world today. We are actually seeing that balance actually starting to happen, and we are going through our trials and errors of learning how to balance that. But that is actually known within the Vedas about the heart chakra. It is said that the heart chakra contains the Shakti, the mother goddess, and also Vishnu. So it has the masculine and it has the mother goddess within. It is actually represented in Sanskrit, it's by the Yayu, Lord of the Winds, because this particular chakra area is actually associated with air. So I'll go into that more, especially I think it connects very well to Lord of the Rings. The seed mantra of this area is Yam, Yam. So find that fourth note within the 7 scale, and you can hum or sing Yam, Yam to really focus that energy within the heart chakra. And the Elven way that I would actually think about this area in order to really help to bring the heart chakra into focus, if you need to work on this area, and if you are someone who resonates with the elves, then it is the center of divine melody that plays opening up the heart like a lotus flower. So you can imagine when you read the Silmarillion about the music of harmony and the Ainur singing, you can imagine that the melody that the Ainurs are singing is something that would actually create a heart song that is pouring from their heart, and that's what makes Middle Earth so beautiful and so harmonious in many ways. The Ainurs are singing from their heart. They are singing from that sacred area And so you can imagine music, some kind of divine song that is opening up that area. That's why a lot of music actually is responsible for opening up that area. I know that I was listening to music when I had heart chakra opening. It doesn't always have to be through music, but music is a great way of allowing that and kind of pushing forth that energy, especially if you have a lot of things to let go in the past, as I did before. So music will help you do that. And then also within my guided meditation that I did when I first started the channel, I immediately imagined that the heart chakra was like a flower that was learning how to bloom open. So you may see that when I take you into the Elven lands and you're laying down in the grass and you feel this blooming in your heart while you're looking at the sky. So very interesting that I found out that it is correlated to the air, and to the Lord of the Winds. So when you think about Lord of the Rings, and if you know a little bit about kind of the idea surrounding the eagles in the Lord of the Rings, eagles are actually ruled by Manwë, which was the Valar of the heavens of air. And he sends the eagles to Gandalf to help save Gandalf at a certain point, and then also towards the end, Frodo. When he completes his mission, the eagles finally take him up, when he does go into the fires of Mordor and throws in the ring. So the eagles, I think when you want to focus on your heart chakra opening, you may be attracted to birds, eagles, to owls, to anything that has wings, because those wings really symbolize that area opening up in you. You may be drawn to angels, you may be drawn to fairies with wings. It has something to do with the wings spreading open and allowing that heart chakra to open up and to allow that loving energy to come forth. Now, there is a lot of things that you need to balance within the heart, and I'm going to read about this area here. So this is some information actually straight from the Vedas. It says social identity orientated to self-acceptance. This chakra is called the heart chakra and is the middle chakra in the system of 7. It's related to love and to an integrator of opposites in the psyche, the mind and body, the male and female, the persona and shadow, the ego and unity. A healthy 4th chakra allows us to love deeply, feel compassion, and have a deep sense of peace and centeredness. Here's another great information here from the actual Vedas wiki website. The 4th of the 7 primary chakras associated with Yayu, the air element, physically related to the heart region, associated with the cardiac plexus and thymus glands. Here the language of emotional needs is replaced by that of devotional needs, which is to say, I need has become I love, or I feel devotional yearnings. The soul is reaching beyond the ego's hope for self-directed autonomy and emotional closeness and senses the fulfillment of a shared reality. Indeed, the limited and fictive sense of a separate self-ego is coming to light. And this is why we are seeing this shift in consciousness in people. People are rising out of the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plex, and they are entering into the heart chakra. So as we enter into the 4th dimension, our perspectives will open and you will be able to experience the feelings of others. You'll have almost this kind of ability to understand and this empathy to put yourself in other people's shoes. And in doing so, this is what's going to help move the world into a new state of peace and understanding towards one another. So the heart chakra opening is a very exciting time for humanity that we are finding ourselves in. So absolutely try to focus on this area, especially if you are somebody that has experienced great loss in your life, loss of love, loss of a loved one. This is the area that really truly needs to be worked on and unblocked so that you can allow love back into your life as you deserve. The Earth's magnetic resonances actually vibrate at the same frequency as the heart. So when you are someone that is having a heart-to-heart connection with nature, well, you truly are matching your frequency and your vibration to the earth. So as people are moving into the fourth dimension of consciousness, they are aligning to earth, they are aligning to that, and that's why nature will start to reflect back the opening of the heart, and nature, when people start taking better care of nature, nature is going to reflect that state of love back to humans. And so if you are someone who resonates with the elves, you may know that your heart literally is vibrating at the same frequency of the earth. The heart is, in essence, a brain. The heart sends messages to the head brain about how the body feels and more. In fact, the heart's complex intrinsic nervous system, the heart brain, is an intricate network of several types of neurons, neurotransmitters, proteins, and support cells like those found in the brain. So a lot of people may have not realized that, but your heart is a brain. So when people say feelings from the heart, or talking about something coming from the heart, that is because they understand on an intuitive level that the heart does have receptors, and it does act as a brain does as well. There is a small little brain mechanism within the heart. So within all the divine texts that talked about how the heart is blind in some people and things like that, that there is some truth to that, in the idea that your heart is also receiving information as well about the world. So as open as your heart is, if your heart chakra is open, the more information you can receive as well, since your heart is a receptor of some sort. Han and Lei for watching, and go ahead and go to the description and I will take you into the Elven lands where you can open up your heart chakra.